Let's talk about being delusional. Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Coffee, yes, pronounced like the drink, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about mindset, manifestation, and how to become the best version of you. And if you're watching this video, you've probably seen that TikTok video of that girl talking about being delusional. If not, let's roll the tape.
Be delusional. Fuck what everybody talk about this whole be realistic.
This idea of being delusional has been kind of like a hot topic on TikTok for a bit now, and I just kind of wanted to dive into how that relates to mindset, manifestation, and how you can actually use it in your practice to level up and quantum leap into your own manifestations. Being delusional is a game changer when it comes to manifestation. But before we get into the video, I'm being very delusional right now of thinking that you're going to like and subscribe to this video because it's free and it helps me out and it helps you out because you get more content. Yay. Okay, thanks. Appreciate you. It really goes with manifestation because it's kind of like the same idea of creating that alter ego, right? You have to believe 100% with delusion that that thing is meant for you or something better, and that it's coming to you no matter what. If you believe something's going to happen, then it has no choice but to happen, or something better. That's literally the way the law of attraction works. For example, I like to tell a story a lot because it's one of my favorite stories in the entire world. I moved to California right after I graduated from college with $600. Which, if you know anything about California, you know that's not enough to survive. But I was just like 100% certain that it would work out. I ended up getting an internship at Disneyland. I worked in food service. If you're familiar with the college program, that's what I did. And I did that for 8 months, and during that 8 months, I was applying to jobs consistently. And I got my degree in film, so I was like ready to move to LA. I was ready to work on sets, like I was ready to work in the entertainment industry. But I was not getting any bites, like I was barely getting any interviews, and the ones that I did get, I never got called back or anything. So I was starting to get a little frustrated as my internship was coming to an end. And towards the end of my internship, I had to make a decision. Was I going to stay on in my same department, or was I going to leave the company and do something else? Honestly, I wasn't having that great of a time at Disneyland. I kind of hated it. But there was no logical reason for me to quit because it was my only source of income. Despite knowing all of this, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna quit because I hate it here so much, and I'll figure something out. I always do. I'm going to work in the entertainment industry no matter how long it takes, so I'm just gonna create space for it in my life, and if I have to figure something else out, I'll figure something else out. But I'm just going to leave this job because this isn't what I want. And literally, the last day of my internship, the last day, I got a job offer to work with ABC Entertainment at Walt Disney Studios in Los Angeles. And I like to tell that story because everything that I did leading up to that point literally had no basis in what people call reality, right? Like, I did not take the safe route. I quit my job before having another job. I didn't have really a backup plan. I didn't have a place to live, and I didn't know how I was going to lease a place to live without a job, but I was going to figure it out. I was in a position really not to take big risks like that, but I bet on myself, and I 100% knew that I would be okay, and I was. Once you can figure out what that key is for you, once you can figure out what that shift is for you in your brain, manifesting will be so much easier for you, and you will invite so much more flow into your life. But in case you need a little help, I've broken down the idea of being delusional into 5 simple steps. So, number 1, it's the same as manifesting anything. You have to know what you want. Like, speak it into existence. Quite literally, speak it into existence. In the case of my job, I didn't know exactly what I was going for, but I knew I wanted to work in the entertainment industry, and I had no doubt that I would, so I said, I'm going to work in the entertainment industry, and I'm not letting anything get in the way of that. Whatever that is for you, say it out loud, write it down, whatever you need to do, whatever works for you. The second step is the action step. Now, there's a few steps for manifesting anything in between, but the action step is really, really important because As real as the law of attraction is, the law of action is also very real. The universe will help you out, but you've got to meet it halfway, doing something to move that needle along. For me, with the whole job thing, that looks like applying for jobs. It looks like cold emailing people. It looks like setting up meetings in LA, driving back and forth to LA. You can visualize and think and wish and believe all you want, but it's going to be a lot harder for you to manifest something into reality. The third thing I like to say is really connect with people, ask questions, find people who are already doing the thing that you're doing. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to make connections. Use your network to help you out. For me, this looks like all those meetings I set up in LA, I stayed in contact with them, I made those connections, I talked to people, I went on these interviews even if I for sure know I was underqualified for them. Just go out for things, talk to people, put yourself out into the world, because at the end of the day, the network of 5 people is going to be way greater than just your network. Plus, even if you're just around these people, even if they don't reach out to other people for you, it helps you understand the mindset that you need to be successful in whatever area you're going into. So I definitely recommend talking to people, asking people who have what you want questions, building your network and making friends. I don't like the word networking because it feels dirty to me, but making friends, making genuine connections, and you'll be surprised at how far that takes you. The fourth thing that I like to say is don't be scared and don't get turned off from fear and rejection. I need to do a whole other video on fear and how to deal with it, but rejection is redirection, and when you get rejected from something, you're just moving into something that's better for you. So don't give up on the thing that you want. As an actor, as someone who works in entertainment in general, I've been rejected a million times. If you ask me how many job interviews I went on during that summer before I got that job with ABC Entertainment, I feel like it was hundreds. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but I feel like it was hundreds, and I applied for even more than that and didn't even get an email, a call, nothing. So I was rejected from a ton of places before I got a yes. But that yes, I knew was inevitable, so I kept going. And that brings me to the fifth thing that you have to do is you really, really have to truly believe in yourself. That's the whole point of being delusional. You have to believe with 100% certainty that no matter what life throws at you, no matter how many no's you get, no matter how many rejections you get, that this is meant for you and it's going to happen just because you want it to, just because it's right for you and just because it is. When we're manifesting, manifestation is instantaneous in the quantum realm. So if you think of something and you want something to come into your life, it immediately manifests. It manifests into a thought for you. It manifests into maybe potential steps that you can take. So it is real, it becomes real. But it takes a little more time to manifest onto the physical plane. The visible light that humans can see is only a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of the light spectrum that exists within our universe. I think it's less than 5% or something. We cannot see most of the light and we cannot sense most of the energy and vibration that exists within our universe. So why are we just going to decide that this little tiny slice that we can see is what reality is, when actually we're missing out on sensing most of reality? What you want exists already. Every possible outcome exists already, and if you want something to happen, it can. It exists. It's already happening, but you just have to be patient. You just have to be patient. You just have to take that action. You just have to believe in yourself, and it has no choice but to manifest, because that is going to be the strongest vibration that you're pulling into the 3D. So if you get anything out of this Be Delusional video, be so delusional that there's no other option for you. Something that I used to say about acting, and that I need to kind of get back on the energetic train, is that there's literally no other option for me. There's no plan B. This is my life. And knowing that I was going to be an actor from such a young age, I knew I was going to be an actor since kindergarten, I still 100% believe that. And I'm still on this journey of getting my big break while I'm working these smaller jobs. But I have no doubt, no matter how many auditions I go on, no matter how many no's I get, no matter how many obstacles I face within the entertainment industry, that I am meant for that thing. right? I am meant to share my heart in that art form. And so if it's something that you truly believe, like, don't give up on yourself, because you owe it to yourself not to. Like, you deserve to live the life of your dreams. You owe it to yourself to give yourself the opportunity to live the life of your dreams. So I give you permission. Be delusional. Everyone else can tell you that you can do it. Everyone else can tell you that you're capable. But if you don't believe it yourself, then it's not going to happen. You're the one that has to make it happen. And you owe it to yourself to make it happen. So do with that what you will. I feel like that was so aggressive. I hope it wasn't. It was supposed to be motivational, not aggressive. But anyways, being delusional is a huge part of the manifestation process. But if you're new to manifestation and want to know the actual steps to manifestation, I have a video on that linked somewhere above my head. If you really think about it, all of your dreams have already come true. All of your dreams are already reality because they already exist within the quantum realm, and time isn't linear like we perceive it to be. So everything exists. You just have to truly, truly believe that with 100% certainty.